Greetings and salutations there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to this episode of Movies Merica Spoiler Warning, your signal that we are at official almost weekend time. Okay, it's pre-Friday. Friday is tomorrow. If you got a traditional work schedule, we are on the cusp of the weekend. And so this is your first chance here, your official chance, your first official opportunity to kick back, relax, ease your mind, all right? Find that tranquil spot there and join me for Movies Merica Spoiler Warning and Alien Romulus flavored Movies Merica Spoiler Warning. And as always, I'm your humble host, Van Ebert, here to be your tour guide through this torrid tour of motion picture magic, okay? But before we get too far down this movie rabbit hole, let me give you something to dance to.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
All right, so should we get on it then, or should we get on with it? Yeah, I think we should, and because time waits for no man, and Alien Romulus will not wait for us. But real quick, I want to welcome my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. You know who you are, watching movies left and right, okay? 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. Checking out movies here and there from hither and yon. And just to remind you real quick while it's top of my mind, you can get in a live chat here as we go through Alien Romulus. Okay, it's just real quick. Just want to remind you that on YouTube and Pilled and Rumble, okay, you can get in the live chat. And live chat with yours truly here about primarily Alien Romulus, or any alien movie, any movies whatsoever, okay? It's free reign for you in the live chat, and I will try to do my best to see all the live chats and do my best to respond to all the live chats. If I don't get to you, please don't take it personal. It's nothing personal. It's just I suck at multitasking, okay? So that's all it is. All right. So, and let's double check here. And yeah, I love that right there. Agent X6, I should say, is gracing us with his presence, honoring us, classing up the joint. And yes, well said. Noise. Aliens and beer. Yeah, that's the American way. All right. Aliens and beer. All right. I mean, last time I had a beer, aliens showed up. And let me just say, my ass hurts real bad, all right? That probing shit, that ain't no bullshit. That's real. That's real. And speaking of probing, let's probe into some Alien Romulus, why don't we, okay? So if you caught my spoiler-free review that I came out with last Sunday afternoon, you got the idea clearly that I was not a big fan of Alien Romulus. Okay, I thought that technically it looked good. The production design was tip-top. The cinematography was good. The CGI, the visual effects were all right. And so the environment, you know, like the space station and all that stuff, that was good. Technically, it was very well done. That part of what Fede Alvarez, the director, did, totally fine. It met the quota. Had no problem with that. One of the bad things, or one of the big things that I had a problem with is there's a wipe drool from my mouth. Is it copied so many other things from other Alien movies. Okay, you had the scene where you get the face huggers, they're popping out of their little saran wrap, little sandwich baggy little pouches that they're in. And, he had the red lighting in there. And that just reminded me of the red lighting in the scene from Aliens when Ripley and Newt, they go to sleep there in that lab. And then Burke, the piece of shit Burke, locks him in there with the face hugger because he's trying to get one of them implanted so he could take them back to Weyland-Yutani and get a big old raise. And so that whole scene was, the sprinklers went off. There's that red environment with that. Also, another thing that ripped off from Aliens and like Alien as well is just the dead environment. Okay, in Alien Romulus, they show up on this space station and there's no signs of life whatsoever, right? Or at least human life. Everything's dead, quiet, it's desolate, no activity. It's just like a graveyard, right? And so same with Aliens, right? When they get to LV-426, when Ripley and the Marines, Hick and Hudson and Apone, all those guys, Bishop, they all show up at the LV-426, the human colony there. It's a dead environment, okay? Also, the half alien, half human baby from Alien Resurrection, they completely ripped that off from Alien Resurrection. Now, that was a big reason why a lot of people didn't like Alien Resurrection, is because of that half human, half alien baby at the end. Okay, so pretty much for a lot of people, that's when Alien Resurrection.
She's gone from suck to blow.
So, but a lot of them, they like the rest of the movie with Sigourney Weaver, Winona Ryder. You had Michael Wincott, had that dipshit Ron Perlman, who thinks he's a tough guy in real life, but really he's a big puss. But in movies, he likes to play a tough guy, like Sons of Anarchy and Alien Resurrection. But he was in that. So, and a lot of people, they like Alien Resurrection, except for that half alien, half human alien baby at the end. But Alien Romulus steals that too from Alien Resurrection in this case. As a matter of fact, Alien Resurrection is probably the Alien movie that it steals the most from. Also, it rips off Alien, the very first Alien, where Ripley kills the alien, just knocking it out of the airlock, right? And also, actually, I guess that took place in Aliens, right? Right after the "get away from me, you bitch," right? The alien falls down, into that escape chamber or whatever, where there's nothing between it and space except for that airlock door. And Ripley blows it out of the airlock there in Aliens as well. So it copied Aliens, it copied Alien. And then also the fact that Rain, played by Cailee Spaeny in Alien Romulus, is just another like brunette final girl, just like Ripley was in what most, if not all, of the Alien movies until this one. So I like what Nerd Roddick calls Rain in this. He calls her like Rip Offly, because she's ripping off Ripley. So Nerd Roddick calls the character Rip Offly, and I cannot disagree right there. And also, my man Robert Meyer Burnett also has something to say about that. And I would be remiss. I want to go ahead and play his thoughts on Alien Romulus, just so you don't think it's just me that has got these less than positive takes on Alien Romulus.
Point when people are doing this. You have all the money you need, Fede Alvarez. You did a wonderful job directing this movie. But everything in it was variations on themes or scenes we had seen before. And I found myself, and it's only because the Alien movies were so influential in my own life. Both Alien and Aliens. They came out 7 years apart, but still they loomed large in pop culture. And I'm watching this movie and I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this movie? What am I getting out of it as an audience member? The characters aren't that interesting. Again, variations on characters we've seen in a million different. It's a salvage crew. Oh, the interesting thing is we're gonna get sleep cryo chambers so we can go to a different planet. and we found this thing. Okay, whatever. But how many movies have we seen where a group of disparate people, or in this case, friends, go on to a rusted, derelict ship and bad things happen?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was touching on it earlier. I mean, they show up at this desolate, dead environment. And you as a movie goer, I should say, going to an alien movie, you're expecting, okay, hey, these aliens are going to pop out sometime, right? They're going to jump out. That's the whole reason I'm coming to see this movie. That's why that's how the trailer got my ass off the couch and into the theaters, because I'm waiting for the aliens to show up. But before they show up, there's going to be this period of time where everyone's walking around like, okay, what's over there? Okay, what's over there? Okay, let's go check that area out over there. Okay, what do we got here? We got something over here. That's not an alien. Okay, we got over there. Okay, all right. Hey, check that room over there. All right, check that room over there. And, what do we got over here? Wait, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Hear that noise? What over there? What is that? What is that? You got that whole period of the movie where it's the lead up, right? To the attack. And so we already got that. We already got that in so many other movies. And I get it. Well, like with an alien movie, it was inevitable you're going to have like a scene like that. But when it's accompanied by something substantially original, then it's excused, right? Okay, so because like Aliens, was like that, and it was kind of copying Alien as well, right? But Aliens just had so much cool shit in it that you didn't think anything of it. When the Marines, got on LV-426 and they go out there, they start checking shit out and whatnot, and the aliens aren't showing up and that kind of thing. It's not a big deal because you get all this other shit that happens that makes the wait worthwhile right there. So, and I got some comments right here. We got Agent X6 here. The part he liked about that original alien hybrid thing in Resurrection was when it starts getting sucked out into space while it's alive. Yeah, I mean, that was brutal because, I mean, I thought that whole part with the half human, half alien baby is, as jacked up as that is, the design of that thing. I mean, that thing was ugly, wasn't it? It was grotesque. It was ugly, but they had it doing these mannerisms, right? These behaviors that made you think like, okay, yeah, this thing looks terrifying. It is terrifying, but it's got the mannerisms. It's got the mentality. It's got the maturation of a baby. It's looking at Ripley like, Mama, hello, mommy. It's like as sick and grotesque as a creature is. And so, and her, I guess, Ripley, I mean, well, in Alien Resurrection, she's like a clone, right, of the original Ripley. So she's feeling these maternal instincts for this half human, half alien baby. And then when that thing starts getting sucked out into space, starts disintegrating and getting broken up and that kind of thing. Basically, turning into alien coleslaw is what that is. But while it was still alive, and so it's screaming, mommy, save me. And then also Agent 6 coming with the pearls here. People going onto a creepy ship and bad stuff happens was pretty good at Event Horizon, one of my favorites of that type. Yeah, Event Horizon is a fantastic example of that. The ship that they go on, the Event Horizon, is good and creepy. I liked how in Event Horizon they made the Event Horizon ship. They gave it that gothic look, right? Like they were trying to give it this look of something evil, like in an occult way, because even like the orb, in the middle of that chamber in Event Horizon's got all the spikes coming out of it, and then they got the doors that have spikes and shit. It just looks that ship just looked very gnarly and metal. Am I right there, Agent X6? Very metal, and so it looked really cool. I like that. And then of course the thing that most people remember the most about Event Horizon is when they play back that video, right? And you see the former crew of the Event Horizon and all the jacked up, like the evil demonic stuff that they did in that. So, and then you find out later on about Sam Neill and what his purpose was and that kind of thing. And Agent X6 is as if the Event Horizon ship was made to go into hell on purpose. I wonder if it was. I don't know. If you watch the movie, you find out that is a definite right there. And Trevor's got good taste. He loved Event Horizon. And and hey, welcome to the show, Trevor. Appreciate you joining the show. And one of the really unfortunate things in movie lore in the world of cinema is that Event Horizon, they had like the director's cut, like the full-blown cut where it was even more graphic than the theatrical version right there. But I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I think, Trevor, you and I talked about this, I think at some other point before, where they had a copy of that and they had it stored somewhere, but it got destroyed or something. Like the elements got to it, or where they had it stored burnt down or something like that. And so unfortunately, we don't have a copy of the full-fledged, like even more gory and bloody and jacked up, just completely fucked up version of Event Horizon to check out here. So my sources could be wrong. Okay, I know I have my sources. My deep inside Hollywood sources could be wrong right there. But then Trevor's got some deep dive Event Horizon information here. It was all necessary because of the magnetic fields. Everyone knows spinning spiral of spikes stops that. Of course. I mean, who didn't learn that in school, right? I mean, that was one of the things you learned. 2 + 2 = 4, and spinning spirals of spikes stops magnetic fields. Come on. I mean, everybody knows that. Come on. And there's like a B film version of that extended scene, but I believe you are correct. So there we go. Yeah, it's there's even that video scene where they have like the former crew, and they are doing ungodly things to each other, bloody, gory, completely fucked things, to themselves, to each other, and whatnot. There's an even longer scene of that, or at least there was, and I just love Lawrence Fishburne's reaction at the end of that, where he's like, "We're leaving." that would get me to leave a ship real quick if I saw video of people doing all that stuff to each other. Like, pack your Samsonite, all right? So grab the kids, we're out of here, all right? We're getting out of here. That's for sure. But Event Horizon, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It was Sam Neill, in that period of time. He's cashing in on his Jurassic Park cachet because he had been in the first Jurassic Park a few years before that. So he was getting some good roles off of that Jurassic Park role there as well. This Alien Romulus, so they had some scenes, some segments in this that I thought were just completely absurd. It just, you could tell they were trying for something original, but so when you go to a movie, obviously you have to know that obviously it's not real, suspension of disbelief, all that stuff. That's why it cracks me up when people are like, I didn't like that movie because it wasn't very realistic. Like, when did it occur to you that you were going to watch a National Geographic documentary? I mean, it's a movie, okay? I mean, that dude just knocked down a building with laser beams coming out of his eyes. It's not supposed to be realistic. It's not a realistic movie, okay? But also, though, the director, the filmmakers can't treat their audience like they're stupid, right? Okay, they can't do that, okay? Because so in the segment I'm talking about here is where Rain takes the pulse rifle and she's just cutting aliens down, right? She's just chopping them into pieces. So she's turning them into alien coleslaw. And of course, obviously, when you kill an alien, you shoot an alien, it's acid blood comes out, right? And don't be anywhere near it, right? When that acid starts spraying out, otherwise, your acne is going to get real bad. All right, you're going to have a few extra orifices in you if you get that alien acid on you. So they turn off the gravity in the ship, and then she starts blasting the aliens with these rounds. And then, of course, the alien blood, the alien acid blood comes out of them and starts just floating around all of the spaceship. But it's floating around because, there's no gravity whatsoever. And then so Rain's bright idea is to just float up and around the alien acid blood. So there's alien acid blood just floating everywhere. It's like it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there. And so she's like, I'm just gonna maneuver around, I'm just gonna float in zero gravity, as if she's got a steering wheel, right? And so as she's floating, she's like floating, woo, right up there, and then the acid blood's just kind of floating around like someone just snotted out of their nose, it's just floating around. It's very, very sick visual, I know. But we're supposed to believe that she floats just flawlessly right through all this acid blood and gets nary a drop on her whatsoever. Really? I don't expect movies to be realistic because that's the very nature of movies. They're realistic, but that is just insulting to intelligence. Like, at least have her get hit with like a drop or something, right? I mean, but nope. And so I thought that was just absolutely mind-bogglingly moronic. And I saw that pretty much about the filmmakers. I was like,
you are a retard.
Yeah, so but that's one of the things that makes Alien Romulus just a sad, a shadow of other great alien movies. That's for sure. So, and Trevor's like, were there at least face huggers? Yeah, there definitely were face huggers. There was actually a lot more face huggers than there were xenomorphs in this thing. Okay, that's one gripe that I've heard, is that there's very few alien, like xenomorphs, but there's a shitload of face huggers. Okay, so they got face huggers running around like gremlins, right? And so they've got that, and so that's why, and that's why they were marketing this movie with face hugger merch and face hugger this and that and whatnot. But the face huggers are all over the place. Now, face huggers would be creepy, but we've seen them in other alien movies so far. It's been done, right? We've already seen it. I mean, the very first one, when Kane gets that face hugger and implants the eggs, and we see our very first chest bursting in the very first Alien. We've seen face huggers since 1979. What was that, 45 years ago? So they have all these face huggers, but they're not scary or creepy because they're just, we've seen face huggers. To me, it kind of reminded me of like a arachnophobia, like like bigger spiders, right? In that movie Arachnophobia, it was just like, it's one of those movies where there's some creatures, some littler creatures, where if you make noise or you step the wrong way, you're going to get attacked by these little creatures. Just kind of a version of like Tremors or something like that, or A Quiet Place, right? Where you got to be very, very quiet, otherwise the aliens are going to get you. So there was face huggers. Trevor, that's like hot Tua acid right there. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that what she said might sound hot to some people until she fills you in on the details and goes, oh yeah, by the way, my saliva, it's like alien acid. So yeah, you're basically saying goodbye to your hog. Okay. There you go. So yeah, if you were a grower, well, it's going to get even lower. Okay, when I get done with you right there. And Indy Phantom, hey, welcome to the show, Indy Phantom. And says that actress from Civil War is pretty bad. Such a boring alien movie. Yes, Cailee Spaeny is. Yeah, she's got the personality in this of a nutrition label from a box of saltines. In this, I'd imagine Indy Phantom would agree with me, and apparently agrees with me on this boring alien movie there. And I think that's the consensus you get more from people that grew up with alien movies. Okay, now I'm sure there's some people that maybe have never seen an alien movie and they think it's stupid, right? They don't like the movie either. But especially, see, I'm Gen X, so I grew up with the alien movies. I remember the very first, when I saw the very first Aliens movie, I was in a very sticky situation because I was at an age where I wasn't supposed to watch R-rated movies, and obviously Aliens is R-rated, very R-rated. And so I had to sneak watch Aliens on VHS tape, right? I remember VHS tapes, everybody? And so the whole time I'm watching Aliens, I couldn't really enjoy it that much because the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, are my parents? Where's my parents? Are they up? Because they were like, I thought they were asleep, right? But I was the whole time I'm watching Aliens, you know, I'm like keep spinning around, like where's my parents? So that's that. I first saw Aliens then. I saw Aliens was my first Alien movie. I saw Alien later on. But if you grew up with the Alien movies and you've seen them all, then this movie is very, very boring because it just copies so many things from other Alien movies. Definitively right there. And HXX is don't tool me with that stuff. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Exactly. It's your love life is going to go down the drain. That's for sure. Okay, because your flesh may be willing, but you will not have the tool for the job. Thanks to xenomorph and whatnot, right there. So, pardon me. I'm going to give me a little beverage right here, and I'll be talking about this beer a lot more later on. Talking about lousy alien movies makes me thirsty over here. And Trevor's, you were young and in a sticky situation watching an R-rated movie. I would have never have guessed Aliens right there. Yes, when you're right, you're right. I don't know where you're going with that at all, Trevor. I don't. What kind of movie do you speak of? I have no idea. There, 9.5 weeks. There you go. Yep. I think we all had those movies, right? We're a kid, we're a teenager, and there's an R-rated movie right there, and we all had our our movie of choice. I'll put it that way, right there, and yeah, exactly. Indie Phantom, yeah, I very much agree. I've only missed Resurrection and Covenant. I went with a friend to this, and it was a drag. The deep fake Ian Holm reminded me of why I hate these new copycats. Yeah, I mean, like Resurrection and Covenant, they're worth checking out. I mean, I think that especially now that you've seen Romulus, because then it can be illustrated to you that as bad as those movies are compared to the original two, the Alien and the Aliens movies, they are going to seem like Citizen Kane in the Alien canon compared to Alien Romulus. Okay, particularly Covenant. I didn't mind Covenant. I know Covenant and Prometheus get shit on all the time. I didn't mind them. Okay, now I'm not going out and buying me a freaking Prometheus t-shirt. Okay, I'm not going to go out and buy me an Alien Covenant lunchbox. Okay, I don't have that kind of love for those movies. But I thought that, yeah, they look great. Those movies look awesome. I mean, Ridley Scott, can we agree? I think Ridley Scott knows how to make a movie by now. Okay. And well, I should say Covenant. Resurrection was not made by Ridley Scott. So, but Prometheus and Alien Covenant were made by Ridley Scott, obviously, as was the original Alien. And so, yeah, I would check out Alien Covenant. Alien Covenant has some good body horror. Now, I know all of the Alien movies have body horror, but Ridley Scott has got some body horror shit in Alien Covenant that I'm like, wow, okay, that's a different. We haven't seen that in other Alien movies there. Okay, all right. And then, dude, you and I, Indie Phantom, we definitely park our car in the same garage on that Ian Holm shit. Oh my God. That was bad. All right. I thought like Grand Moff Tarkin and Princess Leia from Rogue One looked like dog shit. Holy shit. Ian Holm as Rook. Okay, so Ian Holm played Ash, the synthetic in the original Alien, right? And most people know Ian Holm more as Bilbo Baggins, right? You know, from the Lord of the Rings trilogy and various other movies. But a lot of people like, who the fuck is Ian Holm? Like, he's Bilbo on Lord of the Rings. Okay, so and on the first three Lord of the Rings. So I guess he's Bilbo in the Hobbit. I've only seen the first Hobbit movie. I haven't seen the second and third ones because the first one bored the living shit out of me, so I didn't see the other two Hobbit movies. But anyway, so I digress. But yeah, Ian Holm's in this, and the AI face technology that they do on Ian Holm looks like straight up 100% grade A government dog shit. Okay. It looks terrible right there, actually. So, here, let me do this here. I'll play this. And you'll get a little tasty taste.
This out in the now grand Hollywood tradition of, at the very least, questionable cameos of characters played by dead actors, including but not limited to Peter Cushing's Tarkin, Carrie Fisher's Leia, and Harold Ramis's Egon. We have the return and, in my opinion, the desecration of the late, great Ian Holm, may he rest in peace. Or in this case, we'll call him Team America's Ian Holm, playing Brooke, totally not Ash, in a movie that admittedly had pretty good effects, including some pretty good practical effects. This was embarrassing, forced, and unnecessary. I know you're playing with the time, but Lance Henriksen is still alive. And some might suggest bringing back Michael Fassbender, which would make more sense. Unfortunately, it wouldn't, because there's only 2 Alien films. And what makes it worse is he's in a lot of the film, providing a series of info dumps.
Yeah, look at that. Let me go a little further here. This is terrible. Look at it. It looks like ass right there. Now, it looks even worse when it's in motion. When you're watching the movie, it's in motion. It's like his eyes are all over the place. His mouth doesn't match with the rest of his face. It just looks terrible. So, like, just do away from this. Like, just take that idea, shove it right up your ass, okay? So, and like they said, yeah, Lance Henriksen, bring him back. I know Lance Henriksen is very, very old at this point now, but maybe you could de-age him or something like that. De-age, and maybe that would look a little bit better, since you'd actually have a living, breathing actor to do that. Or, how about this? Just have a brand new synthetic that doesn't resemble anybody we've ever seen before. Would that be so bad? I mean, would that be a deal breaker to not go see the movie? I mean, would anybody not go see Alien Romulus? Like, man, I was really hoping they'd have Ian Holm, this actor that's been dead for 4 years. And I'm like, yeah, no, nobody would give a fucking shit about that shit. So no, not at all. Yeah. So yeah, Agent X6 is, yeah. Oh, what the fuck? They brought Ian Holm back for this as CGI? What? A good point. He deserved more than to come back as bad CGI. That is for sure. So yeah. And what do we got here? And yeah, yeah, I got to right here. Yeah, so I can tell Resurrection, like the other earlier films, has a vision. He's trying to do something different, not just slavish fan service there. Yeah, exactly, because this is just fan service galore all over the place, like a member berries and all that. And yeah, it said, yeah, in your Letterboxd review, I referenced the bad deep fakes and Rogue One along with Home 2. So much of a distraction right there. So, hey, check out Indie Phantom on Letterboxd out there. Give them a follow out there. So, and then we got Trevor, like, you have to squint your eyes a little during those scenes. That's all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and by squint your eyes, just do this. Hey, it looks great. Yeah. Ian Holm, CGI looks awesome. I don't know what everyone's complaining about. And right here, yeah, I forgot they did that in the new Ghostbusters, which I avoided right there. And I didn't think that Harold Ramis's Spengler looked that bad in Ghostbusters, the new one right there, because he was an apparition, right? He was transparent, and also it wasn't trying to look exactly like Harold Ramis did in the other Ghostbusters movie. He was an older, aged Harold Ramis, so it's kind of hard to tell, like, hey, that's not what Harold Ramis would look like when he's older and whatnot. I mean, I know we saw Harold Ramis as an old man or older man in real life, but that one, it was a little bit more tolerable there. So Trevor's was CGI Bill Paxton and Twisters. Yeah, thank God, no, not at all in that. So Twisters had the good sense to know not to do that shit. So there are still a few filmmakers out there with brains in that. Also, another thing that they pulled from previous alien movies is that cringy line, the cringiest line of all in the movie. And I know Indie Fandom knows exactly the line I'm talking about. And they bring back Ripley's famous line from Aliens, get away from her, you bitch. And they have it done by Andy, the synthetic, okay? There's no context. He would not be aware That hasn't been said yet, okay, because this comes before Aliens. It's stupid member-berry fan service bullshit. It's just stupid. Hey, remember when that was in Aliens? Remember that? Huh? Like, oh my God. It's just nuts. It's nuts. And hey, Lindy Rig 87. Right there. Oh, hi, gals. Because that's how Lindy Rig talks. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Hi. So now Lindy Rig is going to leave now that I've given them shit. And now they'll bring back Bill Paxton for the third Twister movie right there. Yes, exactly. So it's better not do it. Okay, so Bill Paxton got fucked over in real life anyways, right? I mean, he goes in for a simple, I don't know if it's simple surgery, but surgery, right? And comes out dead. Yeah, so I was sad because obviously I was sad about it anyways, but I was sad the other day because I was watching the San Diego Comic-Con panel where they had the whole Aliens panel come out for the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con. I was watching that the other day, and of course Bill Paxton was there a year before he was taken from us far too soon. He was getting along with the crowd. He was getting along with he was sitting right between Sigourney Weaver and Lance Henriksen, I believe. So because basically it was like James Cameron. It was like James Cameron, then Gale Ann Hurd, and then Sigourney Weaver, then Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen, then Michael Biehn, and then it was Paul Reiser, and then lastly was Carrie Henn, who was Newt there at the table. And yeah, Bill Paxton was just mixing it up with them there at the table at San Diego Comic-Con in 2016. And just Love and Life has no idea that he has at that point less than a year to live, or maybe a little bit more, less than a year to live there. So, but he was cool. He was very, very cool in that. So, and it's very sad, but the super cringy line from Aliens was oh my God, like what the hell is going on with that here. So, and again, like we were talking about Alien Resurrection and Prometheus and Alien Covenant before, and at least they came up with some new ideas, right? Because Prometheus, right from the jump when Prometheus starts, it shows, one of the engineers, he gets like dropped off on Earth, right? And you see like that engineer's ship like flying off, and this engineer's got like this, the black goo shit, right? And drinks it, and he disintegrates, and it basically disintegrates into the stream. And I guess that was Ridley Scott's way of explaining like how humans came to be, is with this black goo going to the streams, like, pagan Ridley Scott, pagan. Do not agree. Do not subscribe. Do not believe in creationism. My God, Ridley Scott, how dare you? You fiend, you pagan. But it had this new idea, right? And then later on in the movie, you get like Elizabeth Shaw and the rest of the people. They're like realize, hey, we have to go to this planet and discover maybe the origins of human life and that kind of thing. So it's totally brand new shit, right? Totally brand new. Haven't seen it before, so it was an original idea. Alien Covenant was a little bit less original, where they basically, it's a lot like Alien, right? Where they're just floating around in space, and also they get a distress signal from some planet, and they go down there to investigate, and bad move, right? Wrong move, everybody. Because now you've created yourself an alien, bloody, everyone gonna die alien movie from being too curious and going down to this planet. But then you see some alien. The original thing about Alien Covenant is you just see some new kills, right? You see humans getting killed in new ways, in very bloody and gory ways and that kind of thing. So that's original. Where in Alien Romulus, original idea, they couldn't pick an original idea out of a lineup if they tried there. So, and then like Alien Resurrection. Again, one of the new ideas that they had on there is, of course, I touched on it earlier, the half alien, half human baby there. I'm not going to belabor that point because we talked about that earlier there, the mama alien. And then also they had an original idea where they had the scientists in Alien Resurrection. They were trying to evolve the human species by using the alien DNA as well. Alien DNA. Okay, no, not dino DNA. No, it's alien DNA and Alien Resurrection. And so that's another thing that Alien Ramas stole from another Alien movie is scientists trying to use alien DNA to enhance human beings and that kind of thing. And I didn't make this point originally, but I believe Robert Meyer Burnett and Nerderotic said this as well, where they're trying to enhance human beings with alien DNA so that they can work out in space and not have to worry about dying and not get sick and all that stuff. I'm like, why are you doing that? You already have such things. They're called synthetics. Okay. Do you not remember Ash? Do you not remember Bishop? Do you not remember this guy named Rook in Alien Romulus right there? What are you enhancing the human race for? Just make more synthetics. All right. Just do that. It's just very, very stupid, very, very lazy writing whatsoever, or just to put it plainly in the movie there. So, but let me do this here. Robert Meyer Burnett has got some other thoughts on this movie here, because again, I'm really trying to stress the point here that it's not just me. Okay. There's a lot of people that do not like this movie here. Obviously, we've got Indie Phantom here that shares my thoughts on that. But let's see a little bit more from RMB.
Well, like Alien Romulus, to me, was like watching or listening to a greatest hits album of your favorite band, but it's all cover versions. The band that you love isn't playing their songs, it's other people playing their songs. That doesn't mean they can't be good versions of the songs, but that's how it was. I was watching Alien Romulus, and there was not one thing in that movie that surprised me. Not one thing. And one of the things about the Alien franchise, at least in the first 4 movies, and even to a certain extent in Prometheus and maybe a little bit in Alien Covenant, there are ideas in those films that are interesting, not entirely successful, but they're touching on ideas.
Yeah, so yeah, he says it really good. That's a really good analogy. It's like a greatest hits album. You basically performed by a cover band there. So hey, we got Flip City Mag in the live chat here up over in Pilled right there saying, what up, movies? What up, Flip City Mag? Great to see you there on the Pilled side. Sorry if you've been in there for a while. I didn't refresh the screen, so if you've been sitting in there and I've been ignoring you and you've been going, what the hell, man? What the hell, man? What's going on? I don't blame you. Okay, it's just me being derelict in my duty. Okay, so leaving my post like a Secret Service agent. Okay, so except I didn't leave my post to go attach a baby to my titty. I didn't do that, so that's not what I did in this case. So, and you gifted the cookie. Yes, gifted the cookie. So in Pilled, what that means is gifted a cookie. Is that means that Flip City Mag gave me some gold pills on Pilled.net, and gold pills on Pilled.net actually equates to real life money. Scratch. Okay, so yeah, the kind of money I can use to see better movies than Alien Romulus. Absolutely. So, and hey, Lindy Rigg, look at Lindy Rigg kicking ass and taking names. Yeah, over there on the Pilled side, giving me the shades, gifting the shades here, giving me even more gold pills. Absolutely. Gotta love it there. So yeah, get on. And that reminds me to remind you here, because I guess I can never remind everybody enough. Get in the live chat. If you guys are doing what we call lurking, which is just watching, but you're not in the live chat, that's called lurking. Okay. Get in the live chat if you can. Okay. Now, if you're driving, or something like that, or you're juggling chainsaws, probably can't get in the live chat. You are predisposed. Okay. So, or you're indisposed. But yeah, if you're free, if you got your little fingers free and you can live chat, get in the live chat. We want to hear from you. All you gotta do is get in there and just say, hi, and that's all. Okay, no one's expecting a Gettysburg Address from you. Okay, there you go. All right, no one's expecting to be a chatty Cathy, right there. And hey, it's my man Adam, right there. Hey, good, glad you could join here, and he's lurking so good. Yeah, he's doing the John Cougar Mellencamp. Lurk so good. Come on, baby, lurk so good. Glad you could make it there, at least for a few minutes there, and say, feel free to stay as longer than that. Right there, we got Flip City Mag over there, putting some great stickers on that. Yeah. Digging it right there. That's the thing about Pilled. If you get on the live chat on Pilled, you can put stickers out there, or what some people call GIFs, right? I call them GIFs, not GIFs, GIFs. Even the person that created GIFs call them GIFs. So they're GIFs, not GIFs. GIFs, okay, but yeah, excellent. So yeah, getting in the live chat later, like my man Adam did right there, and we also got Indie Phantom. I feel like AI isn't exactly going to encourage more originality in Hollywood. They are totally treading water. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't think they fear AI; they fear not being able to control AI. Okay, so they want to be able to control AI. So Nerdrotic in a video here, I'm stealing this from him. He was like, yeah, they want to be able to control AI so they can get a movie starring Humphrey Bogart, Marlon Brando, Christopher Reeve, directed by Stanley Kubrick, with the score from Jerry Goldsmith, bring all these dead people back, AI style and that kind of thing. So that's what they're trying to do with AI there. But you know what? It's okay to pump the brakes if you can't. If AI is not going to give you results that don't embarrass the fuck out of you, like in Romulus with that dog shit Ian Holm Rook thing with the face right there that looked like Matt Damon, from Team America. Stop. Okay, so it's like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. They were so concerned with saying if they could, they never stopped to say if they should, right? They should never stop to ask if they should. They're just more obsessed with if they could there. So Trevor's like, I'll probably watch it in about 5 years. So come on, Trevor, fire up some Alien Romulus for you and the kiddos. Come on, I'm sure. And hey, nothing says date night with your wife like Alien Romulus. Right there, not at all. So I would say, like, you can watch Alien Romulus, and it's so scary she'll jump in your lap, and then you get a little action right there. But it's not even gonna do that. Okay, you have a better chance of getting her to jump in your lap with watching a rerun of Friends or Cheers than with Alien Romulus right there. So Agent X6, sad. It's just retreads of what we've seen before. No surprise, it's boring. Yeah, it's like Robert Meyer Burnett said. It's just like a greatest hits album. Like, hey, remember that room in Aliens where all the lights were all red and they were getting attacked by facehuggers? Remember that? Yeah. Hey, remember how Ripley killed the alien by knocking it out of the airlock there in Alien and Aliens? Yeah. Oh, and Alien Resurrection? Yeah, remember that? Hey, remember that half-human, half-alien baby from Alien Resurrection? Hey, we got one of those too in this movie right here. Just a great greatest hits album. And so especially with people that have never seen an Alien movie, their mind is blown. They're like, oh my god, all this cool stuff in one movie, holy fucking shit. But then if you have them watch the original movies and then they come back, they're like, what the hell, that's a little derivative right there, these stealing sons of bitches. Adam, I like Romulus more than Prometheus. There we go. So you got to respect you got to respect everyone's got an opinion on that. So there you go. I think this Romulus is just a rehash of a lot of old ideas and that kind of thing. I mean, it's that's what I don't get, because like when Alien Covenant and Prometheus came out, it was directed by the director Ridley Scott that came out with the original one, and especially Alien Covenant, it didn't really make like a splash in I guess in the zeitgeist, right? Like in marketing and in movie releases and that kind of. It didn't really make a big splash, and no one was like, oh man, I can't wait till Alien Covenant comes out. Oh my god, man, I can't wait till next year. Alien Covenant's coming out. But pardon me, a lot of people were like, yeah, Alien Romulus, I can't wait till it comes out later. So it's like, what? what is it about alien fucking Romulus? What the hell? Like what? You know, what makes it more worthy of being anticipated and excited for than Alien Covenant? What? You know, I didn't quite get. I mean, it stars a bunch of no names in it for one, which is perfectly fine. It's not a knock on it, but I'm like this. You know, it's not like Tom Cruise is an alien Romulus, right? So or Brad Pitt, yeah, or something like Sydney Sweeney and Alien. What the fuck? There. So all I can guess is like maybe some really good marketing or something like that, or maybe it just had been long enough since we had another Alien movie. I don't fucking know. Who knows? Right there, and what do we got? Right, yeah, it's R&B is totally right. This flick adds nothing to the franchise. What a wash this summer was right there. So yeah, I'm my brain is I'm racking my brain. I think you're right because I can't think of a good summer movie that I've seen. I'm sure there's probably one that I've seen that I'm gonna kick myself for completely not even thinking right now. Because remember what I said about not being able to multitask? I can't multi-think either. Okay, because I'm in movies, Merica spoiler warning show mode right now, and my brain can only do one thing at a time, so I can't remember. And I review movies for God's sakes. I can't even remember like the movies that I friggin' reviewed here in the last few months. Right there, and I was like, I just couldn't stand the actress that played Elizabeth Shaw. Her horrible acting ruined the movie. Was rooting for her demise. Yeah, they definitely could have picked a different actress. You and me are of the same mind on that one, Adam, because I didn't like it. Like, so Numi Rapace, or I always forget how to pronounce her name, but the actress name is Numi Rapace or Rapace or whatever. And she got her start. She was in these, I think, Danish movies, like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the Girl in the Spider Web, those movies right there. The Millennium Trilogy is what it's called. She got her start. She got her like claim to fame or her notoriety from that, and so they started putting her in American movies. And I always thought she was like very odd looking in the first place. You know, I just didn't like her in the Millennium Trilogy movies. Those movies are good. They're really good. You should check them out. But she's just kind of odd looking overall. So I didn't really think that she was the right person for Prometheus right there. So absolutely. And we got remember when some of these inside references were fresh and cool, like Roger Moore using the Close Encounters sound in Moonraker, or recognizing a street performer playing his theme in Octopussy. Yeah, exactly right there. So, or like in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where he's going through the catacombs, right, in Rome or Venice. That's what Venice. Yeah, he's going through the catacombs, and then what's her face? Allison Doody points out the Ark of the inscription or the painting or whatever, the drawing of the Ark of the Covenant on the wall, and she's like, "Hey, what is that?" And he's like, "The Ark of the Covenant." She's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Pretty sure," because he would know, right? He would know what the Ark of the Covenant, Ark of the Covenant would look like. He found it there. So, and Adam's like, my biggest issue is that can we have just one guy actually be the strong lead character that beats the big bad xenomorph at the end? Now, Adam, that's not the modern way. Okay, that's sexist. All right, we need to have more girl bosses. Okay, so we can't be servicing the evil patriarchy. Can't do that. Okay, it's the girl boss thing. Like the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, they had like the right quotient of the girl boss. They did enough. They didn't do it too much where it lost its luster, right? Where it didn't lose its notoriety. Okay, you had, we had Ripley in Alien, you had Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, Angelina Jolie as Salt. I'm sure I'm missing it. Like Katniss Everdeen and The Hunger Games. All these options, right? I was gonna say Brigitte Nielsen as Red Sonja, in 1985, but that movie tanked there. So. When you're right there, Indie Phantom, you are right. Allison Doody was easy on the eyes. That is for sure, especially in that. The last thing I saw her, she was in RRR, the movie from India, which is a fantastic movie you should check out. RRR, or as me as a lazy American calls it, triple R. There we go. Allison Duty, very fine Fraulein, that's for sure. So, all right. So where we got to get back on track here, everybody. I'm losing my shit over here. All right, let's do this here real quick. Let me just switch things up and tell you guys all about our tdpn.locals.com website. And that is the website that you see up at the very top, or the little the mention of it, tdpn.locals.com. That is our Till Death Podcast Network website that has all our great Till Death Podcast Network content, like videos and blogs and articles, all about movies and entertainment and booze. You know, we got like cocktail recipes out there. I mean, if you want to know how to make a spicy old fashioned, and trust me, you do, you can go out there and check that out. We talk about politics and hot button topics of the day out there on tdpn.locals.com. And we do it in a format very unique, very distinct, okay, that you will not find anywhere else. Trust me, okay, as I do my Joe Biden whisper, my creepy whisper. Trust me, and don't tell your parents what we just did. I don't know why I talk about Joe Biden when I'm talking about our website there, so I apologize. Gonna rewind that. But as you see down below, if you put in promo code TDPN when you go to that website, you get 1 month free membership. Okay, and that means you get free reign, carte blanche. You the boss. Okay, you're sitting up in the VIP section, up there above everybody else with the bottle service and all that, and the hot waitresses. Okay, and then if you want to continue the VIP behavior, the VIP treatment with the bottle service with the hot waitresses up here. Okay, it's only like $3 a month minimum to continue that on tdpn.locals.com. From there, so yeah, definitely do that. Trace Dolores. Nothing. That's nothing. Okay, so check it out, tdpn.locals.com. All right, and then while I'm thinking about it today, if you would be so kind, go ahead and hit that like button here on this episode right there. Okay, so maybe you're feeling a little frustrated about Alien Romulus. You know, you're hoping it was a good movie like me, and you just got some built-up hostility, some built-in anxiety. You just want to take it out on something. Well, hey, take it out on the like button down there, okay? It's making fun of you. I think that like button just said that your mom wears combat boots. You better get that like button. Smash that like button down there. And then also, while you're down there smashing buttons, and no, I did not mean that to sound pornographic, just go ahead and hit that subscribe or follow button down there as well if you haven't already. Now, if you already have done that, if you already pressed it, don't press it again, all right? So, because otherwise you'll unsubscribe or unfollow there. And then also hit the notification bell down there as well, because it does exactly what it sounds like. It notifies you when there's a hot, fresh, piping hot episode of Movies Merica, like pulling out a hot, fresh, piping pizza out of the oven, and you pull it out and you're like smelling it. Oh, that's so good, so tasty. Now you won't get to smell Movies Merica, okay, and thank God you won't, but no, I'm kidding. but it's fresh otherwise, though. It's fresh all the same. And you hit the notification bell down there, and it's going to let you know when it's ready there for you. And then also, hey, lastly, if you're not watching this live, if you can't live chat with me and you're watching the recording of it, get in the comments down below. I want to hear from you. Let me know what you thought about Alien Romulus. Maybe you loved it. Maybe you hated it. Let me know your favorite alien movie, that kind of thing. What's your favorite alien character? Hudson. But yeah, there we go. Game over, man. Game over. All right, enough of that crazy buffoonery right there. Okay, but yeah, this Alien Romulus, it just rubbed me the wrong way there. I mean, but it does have its uses, and it's basically it's the new big thing right now, okay? And I was kind of touching on that earlier. I'm just wondering, like, where is this Alien Romulus hype and hoopla coming from? And I'm guessing it's probably just because of the marketing there, and also because it's been a while since we have it's been a while since we have an Alien movie. So maybe people are starving for an Alien movie there. So it's now people are getting their appetite for an Alien movie satisfied, okay, and that kind of thing. But unfortunately, they are going to be. I think most people are. Well, let me back that up. Let me rewind here. I think more people. Unfortunately, some people are going to be disappointed by it here. So now, if you just want to go to see a great looking movie, because it looks great, the movie looks great. Production design, tip top. Okay, cinematography, awesome. Okay, the sets, the environment, the lighting, all that stuff is good. The editing is good. A lot of technical aspects of the movie are tip top. Fede Alvarez, the director, did a good job on all that. So, but Indie Phantom says love locals. Will join that pronto. Thank you, Indie Phantom there. And also, I'll look for you on Letterboxd as well. I'm on Letterboxd. There, I'm on Letterboxd. I'm on Criticless. There's another movie-related website out there that people can check out. Check out Criticless. They're one of those websites. They're kind of young and fledgling, and they're trying to find their feet. They're like a young calf that hasn't learned how to walk. A young calf out in the field trying to learn how to walk and compete with other websites and that kind of thing. And so that's Criticless and Letterboxd. It's kind of in the same boat there. So definitely check that out. And Agent X6 is I love the Alien and Aliens the most. They're both damn good. Yes, exactly. They are absolutely. And just to let everybody know, Indie Phantom is Sofa Cinema on Letterboxd there. I'll let you guys know there. So find him out there. And those are great websites. I like those. Those are like great websites to go to. Just get a quick take on a movie from civilians like all of us there. But and Flip City Mag over the Pilled side is Jifs is wrong, and now I hate you. Oh, I hate you, and I didn't even have to give you 10 reasons to hate me. I just or 10 things to get you to hate me. You just hate me. I just had to give you one. I love that. Gypsy's wrong. Well, you're wrong. There, Flip City Mag. Love you. There we go. And Asia X6 has got a cackling Kamala sticker out there on the Pilled side there. And I just assume, I was saying this to some friends earlier. I was telling them, like, if you are not here checking this show out, I have no choice but to assume that you are sitting on your couch half deep into a pint of Ben & Jerry's watching Kamala at the DNC right now with teary eyes, moving beyond, unburdened by what has been. Okay, so I'm assuming that's what you're doing, okay? And I think that's a good guess, right? If you're not watching this show, that's what you're doing, is you're getting all blubbery watching Kamala and eating some chunky monkey. Okay, that's what you're doing. All right, I know it. All right, so let's do this here real quick and get back on track. Let's get this train back on the tracks, everybody. What do you say? And since I'm such a big Robert Meyer Burnett fan here, and we've seen a lot of R&B tonight, why don't I tantalize you with a little bit more R&B? What do you say?
I mean, and it changes who you are. This movie, I have to say, I was seeing it with a 23 and a 21-year-old girl. The 23-year-old girl had never seen any Alien movies. The 21-year-old girl had seen all of them, and Alien is one of her favorite movies ever, and she hated this movie. She hated every callback. She hated it. Like, she didn't just dislike it when it was over. She was excited to see it. She goes, that was fucking stupid. And I'm like, well, and all the filmmakers who made the movie, I can't fault them. The movie was beautifully made, but I'm like, why do you have to have somebody say, get away from her, you bitch? I mean, first of all, what is the point of that? Like, I'm sure a studio executive thought it was great. Let's put that in there. Can you say that? Why? Get away from her, you bitch, is fucking owned by aliens. You don't say that in another Alien movie. That's Sigourney Weaver's that moment's one of the great signature lines in science fiction, action, adventure cinema. The get away from her, you bitch, when she's in the power loader. You don't get to say that. And if you do say that, fuck you. Fuck you, Romulus. Why'd you do that? I was ready to fucking walk out of the theater. I was so fucking angry. And that's not the only line. I mean, I prefer artificial person myself. Same persons. It's like, here, we're going to use this person and give them lines to regurgitate.
Just plain fucking fan service, member berries bullshit right there. They think you're fucking stupid. They really do. They really do. Okay, they really think like that you are going to hear Andy, this fucking synthetic, crappily, shittily say, like in the worst fucking way, like he says it like dog shit, right? Like, get away from her, you bitch. You know, like what? First off, he shouldn't be saying, but put some spect on that shit. All right, am I fucked in the head or what? I mean, it's. Don't do it. It's just the filmmakers, the writer thinking you're a fucking moron, okay? And you're gonna be like, oh, I remember when Sigourney Weaver said that in Aliens. That is so super, super cool. All right. Boy, I hope I get some more free pudding when I go home. Oh, like, so stupid. Okay. And so again, like it goes back to I don't expect movies to be realistic, but don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. Okay, all right. So don't do that. All right. So and yeah, Indie Phantom's got a good one. While I wouldn't have liked it from any character, he was the dumbest choice to utter that line. Crazy bad. Right, exactly. Because that line is tinged with emotion. Okay. When do you expect emotion to come from a synth like that? All right. It would make more sense to come from Rain or something like that in this. And matter of fact, at the end, she parrots another line from another Alien movie when she goes, "Die, motherfucker!" I'm like, Hudson from Aliens, excuse me, right? So I mean, so they just think it's just an insult right there. Okay, there and he was a simp synth two there. Yeah, he was like the Forrest Gump of synths. Simp Synth. There you go. There you go. I'm surprised that's not a name of like a dubstep band. Simp Synth. There, but yeah, he was a very simpleton. He was a Forrest Gump synth. But you know, then when I guess I didn't catch this in other Alien movies. Well, I guess maybe like the first Alien. I guess I forgot that synthetics or synths, they do have like they're very strong, right? They have a lot of strength. So I guess I'll give that to them there. So, but all right, let's do this here. I am getting very, very thirsty. And hey, if you guys are drinking right now, if you guys are tipping one back while you're checking out this show, hey, let me know in the live chat. You know, what are you drinking? I am well, you'll see in a minute what I'm drinking. But yeah, like I said, it's officially almost the weekend, and so unless you've got a pint of Ben and Jerry, you're probably drinking some good stuff there. And let me know. And so Trevor knows what time it is. All right. So yeah, he's been paying attention. My man Trevor, he know what time it is. All right. He knows what's going on here. And I do not want to discipline. Let me try that again. You back a Doug. That's all, folks. I do not want to disappoint my loving audience there. So here we go. All right. So we have got a little Kentucky Fried Beer here tonight. We've got some Lexington Brewing out of Lexington, Kentucky here with their Vanilla Barrel Cream Ale beer. Okay, so now I know you can't really tell from the label and what it's got on it that it's beer, but believe me, it is beer and it's damn good ale beer. And I'm not going to get any money from Lexington Brewing or anything like that, so it's completely impartial, completely objective opinion. And I'm not going to accept money from them. I want to be able to provide you guys with impartial reviews of said brew right there. But yeah, this is brewed with a hint of like corn, a flaked corn and bourbon vanilla beans. And it's cold conditioned, and then they actually keep it in bourbon barrels for at least 6 weeks here. And that's why it's got a bourbon nose to it. You can smell that bourbon up in there. And also, that can stop burping from my beer. You can smell the bourbon. You can obviously smell the vanilla there. That's unmistakable. But the vanilla is not overpowering whatsoever. Okay, I know some people, they see these flavored beers like, oh my, like what the hell? If I want beer from Baskin Robbins, I'll ask for it. Like, no, this is not very, very sweet beer that tastes like ice cream / beer. Okay, it's not that. It's very subtle flavors to it. And, if you're feeling a little bit more imaginative than, say, your average Bud Light or Coors, drinker or something like that, you're feeling a little adventurous, all right, there. So you just started taking those testosterone pills, and you're feeling a little bit more like a man, or a very brave woman. Okay, there. Okay, so then, yeah, check out some beer with some balls to it, like Kentucky Vanilla Barrel Cream Ale out of Lexington Brewing right there. 5.5 alcohol by volume, as you see right there. And yeah, it's you get like some caramel and toffee flavors in there. Again, you barely taste them. It's just enough in there to make this motherfucker taste great. Okay, now I actually taste more of the toffee than the caramel myself. Caramel. I don't know who the fuck, how you said. Potato. I was going to say GIF, but it's GIF, Flip City Mag. But yeah, grab yourself some of this right here. Now, as you would imagine, you're probably not going to be able to just like jump in your jalopy and drive down to your local Gas and Gulp and grab yourself some vanilla barrel cream ale. Okay. You'll probably have to go someplace like Uber Eats, because Uber Eats delivers booze now. Open Bar is an app on your phone, or I forget which one's, Drizzly.com or GoPuff.com. One of them got bought out by Uber Eats, but one of them is still around. So, but anyway, you have a number of different options as far as getting some of this delivered right to your door. I should say. So yeah, check it out right there. And I'm going to stop yapping about this and take a tug off this bad boy. So here we go. That's creamy good. All right, said Pete Buttigieg. Oh man, there you go. I'm instantly regretting saying that right there. I'm sure you guys are as well. But all right, well, on that disgusting note, let's end a little brew review time. All right, there we go. And Agent X6, yeah, he's clinking some beer mugs there. And Agent X6 says that brew sounds real tasty. And yep, when you're right, you're right. Okay, your suspicions are confirmed. Okay, that is some pretty good stuff right there. It's got like a good aftertaste to it as well. It's got that warm feeling that you get in there, kind of like if you drink like some eggnog, and it's got that, it's like that. This doesn't taste like eggnog, so don't worry. If you hate eggnog, don't worry. But if you get like some boozy eggnog, you kind of get that warmth, down there, or like just any good liqueur, right? You get that good burn in your throat. There, a little warmth in there, so very, very good, right there. But Indie Phantom, going to watch some trolling of Kamala's speech, but glad I found the chat. We'll be back. Well, hey, appreciate you checking us out here. Glad you could stop by anytime. Every Thursday, I'm here at Sunday afternoon. I have a spoiler-free show as well right there. But yeah, go out there and check out the trolling of Kamala's speech right there, or Kamala, or whatever however they say her name. Kamala Ding Dong. There. I can't imagine there's a whole lot to troll or anything like that. I can't imagine, no. Or as I call her, Kamila there. So absolutely. So she's I'm going to call her Kamazar Kamila. There you go. Bringing the Kremlin to your town. All right. So we got some other stuff to say about Alien Romulus. I mean, we've got the actors in this. I mean, the Rain, played by Cailee Spaeny, again, like I said before, she's got the personality of a nutrition label from a box of saltine crackers. The rest of them are even worse than her. It's like this cast of like Gen Z avatars. Okay, it's like Alien Romulus is a video game you know, and you're like, you get your controller, you know, and you're like, the alien Romulus like, pick your Gen Z avatar. Press X to pick your Gen Z avatar. You're like, all right. Hey, you have selected your Gen Z avatar for Alien Romulus, and then they scroll over there like, nah, I want this other one. What is this other one? Really? I want that. Bing! You have selected your Gen Z avatar for Alien Romulus. It's just these stupid, bland, I don't give a fuck what happens to them characters that are in Alien Romulus right there. There's particularly one character where he's a complete dipshit. His name is Bjorn. His character's name is Bjorn. I'm surprised I remember his character's name because he's completely forgettable. He's one of those characters where like, I can't wait for this fucker to die. Kind of like Carter Burke, you know, from Aliens. They're played by Paul Reiser. You're like, I can't wait till this guy gets turned into alien beef jerky. Cannot wait. So but I just have to see right here. Asia 6. I always wanted bread lines. Yes, exactly. You and Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is he's like put bread lines in America. Very good. Very good. Very good. Those all those millionaires and billionaires. Oh wait, I can't say millionaires because I'm a millionaire myself. Yeah, Bernie Sanders, the communist with like 2 houses and makes $1 million at least a year. But yeah, bread lines, no thanks whatsoever. But Alien Romulus, yeah, it's, as you can tell, not a fan of that movie whatsoever here. But let's do this here. Let me switch things up here a little bit, and tell you guys about a great sponsor that we have for our show here, or for my show here. It's Flip City Magazine is the sponsor for this, and Flip City Magazine is a magazine that actually takes the place of Mad Magazine and Cracked Magazine. So remember back in the day, you could count on picking up a Mad Magazine or Cracked and getting yourself a good giggle, right? Getting yourself a good laugh. You're having a bad day. You know, you're coming out of the coal mines after a tough day. You got the black lung. You got soot all over your face. You're like, I need some laughs, man. I need something to crack me. I need some jokes. You go grab your Mad Magazine. You're like, Alfred E. Newman, you crazy sumbitch. You always crack me up. So, but now you can't do that, right? Because Alfred E. Newman is like transgender. Alfred E. Newman's got like, pronouns in his profile and shit like that. So long story short, Mad Magazine and Cracked allowed themselves to get assimilated into the woke Borg, but not the case with Flip City Magazine. But let me have them tell you more about themselves.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
All right, so we are making it very easy for you to get yourself some Flip City Magazine, because as you see down below, the Flip City link is down in the description. Yes, get on down there and click on that Flip City link in the description and get yourself some Flip City Magazine, all right? And as you see down below, if you put in the promo code MOVIES, you're going to get 10% off your order of the best non-woke comic around. And I would not bullshit you, because I've got Flip City Magazine right here. Yes, my precious.
My precious Flip City magazine. They stole it from us, but I got it back. Oh, I love the Flip City magazine. Oh, it's so good. Oh, hey, yo, toss this into the chasm from whence it came. You're not going to take away my precious.
See, now you aren't going to want any Flip City magazine because I just ruined it. I ruined it, okay? But no, despite my terrible Gollum impression, get yourself some Flip City magazine right here with the link in the description down below.
Do it. Get the precious. Yes.
All right. So there we go. Let's move on a little bit here, and let me check the chat here. I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anybody out. I mean, I want to make sure I want to see if we're hearing any more about bread lines and any other features that Kamala is looking forward to introducing to our country. She definitely wants to introduce Soviet Russia to us right here. So price controls, great idea. Yeah, that always worked out. But anyway, this is not politics, America. This is movies, America. And so I think it's about that time to get to my favorite segment of every Movies America spoiler warning show or episode. And that is the movie military moment. Yes. And that is the moment that I bestow upon myself to honor a recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. Okay. And so you may be asking yourself, if you're a newbie to these here Movies America parts, what does movies have to do with the military, my good sir? Well, I shall explain to you. So, as you would imagine, if you are a veteran, if you served in our armed forces and you are the recipient of a Congressional Medal of Honor, well, you didn't get that for shining the best boots. You didn't get that for sorting the best mail at the mail room or at the mail station, whatever, on the base, okay? You didn't get that for telling the best knock-knock jokes, okay? You were awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor because you did something hellacious, something sensational to the eyes, something where if you saw it on a big movie screen right in front of you, you'd be like, oh my God, what am I watching? Oh my God, that is an amazing movie military moment. Yes, that's the connection. All right. And so I just want to give a few minutes to myself to honor them, because that's the least I can do, right? I mean, that's no skid off my back. It's not a big effort on my part, okay? But hopefully, maybe one of their friends or family are checking out this episode and they see me paying homage, paying tribute to their loved one, and they get a little emotional. They're touched. It means something to them, and I hope that is the case. And so this episode's movie military moment recipient or honoree is one Sergeant First Class Ernest Richard Kuma, and he served in the Korean War. And I really believe that Sergeant First Class Kuma deserves his own very cool movie military music. Don't you think? I mean, isn't that the least we could do for Sergeant First Class Kuma? So while we learn more about what Sergeant First Class Kuma did for us to win or to be awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor in Korea, I'm going to play a little music for the Sergeant First Class. This is the movie military moment. And for this movie military moment, our Congressional Medal of Honor recipient and honoree is one Sergeant First Class Ernest Richard Kuma, who fought for us in the Korean War in the vicinity of Agok, Korea. And let's learn more about Sergeant First Class Ernest Richard Kuma, shall we? Master Sergeant Kuma, a tank commander in Company A, distinguished himself by conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty and action against the enemy. His unit was engaged in supporting infantry elements on the Naktong River front. Near midnight on 31 August, a hostile force estimated at 500 crossed the river and launched a fierce attack against the infantry positions, inflicting heavy casualties. A withdrawal was ordered, and his armored unit was given the mission of covering the movement until a secondary position could be established. The enemy assault overran 2 tanks, destroyed 1, and forced another to withdraw. Suddenly, Master Sergeant Kuma discovered that his tank was the only obstacle in the path of the hostile onslaught. Holding his ground, he gave fire orders to his crew and remained in position throughout the night, fighting off repeated enemy attacks. During one fierce assault, the enemy surrounded his tank and he leaped from the armored turret, exposing himself to a hail of hostile fire, manned the 50 caliber machine gun mounted on the rear deck, and delivered point-blank fire into the fanatical foe. His machine gun emptied, he fired his pistol and threw grenades to keep the enemy from his tank. After more than 9 hours of constant combat and close-in fighting, he withdrew his vehicle to friendly lines. During the withdrawal, though, through 8 miles of hostile territory, Master Sergeant Kuma continued to inflict casualty upon the enemy and exhausted his ammunition in destroying 3 hostile machine gun positions. During this action, Master Sergeant Kuma killed an estimated 250 enemy soldiers. His magnificent stand allowed the infantry sufficient time to reestablish defensive positions. Rejoining his company, although suffering intensely from his wounds, he attempted to resupply his tank and return to the battle area. While being evacuated for medical treatment, his courage was again displayed when he requested to return to the front. Master Sergeant Kuma's superb leadership and heroism and intense devotion to duty reflect the highest credit on himself and uphold the esteemed traditions of the U.S. Army. And we salute you, Sergeant First Class Ernest Richard Kuma, who his highest rank was Master Sergeant right there. So, but Ernest Richard Kuma, or Sergeant First Class Ernest Richard Kuma, thank you for your service to this country in helping and in fortifying and protecting our freedoms. We can't thank you enough. And that has been the movie Military Moment. All right, as I wipe my eyes here. Woo. All right. Any contact lens wearers out there? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about right there. We got a bright light shining down on you the whole time. You're like, I can't see. My contacts are drying out. All right. So, yeah. But can you guys see like why that's my favorite segment of every Movies America spoiler warning episode? Just fantastic. It's love just paying tribute to somebody that looked out for you and for me here in this country of ours. All right, let's double check here. And oh, look at this. No Prisoners podcast is putting in some serious work in the Pilled live chat here. Donated 451 gold pills. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Let's give them a little. Yeah, love that right there. And then the stage Uncle Mike's gifted the cookie. Got some gold pills right there. And the stage Uncle Mike's. Go, yeah. Give you some just assault or assault. There we go. Let's run that back in. Some applause for your generosity. I appreciate that. The No Prisoners podcast, and check out the No Prisoners podcast on Pilled and Rumble, but really do it on Pilled. Okay, so Pilled's better to watch their show and check that out right there. And when you check out No Pilled, or can we talk today? No Prisoners podcast on Pilled, you'll see when all their shows are on. They have multiple shows per the week and whatnot. And those crazy kids on No Prisoners podcast have honored me by being guests on this show right here before. So if you guys are still out there, great to see you guys. Appreciate you joining in and showing some love for a movie or Movies America spoiler warning right there. All right. And then also, I'm glad they did that because it reminds me to remind you that if you are appreciating this show in any way, then and you're appreciating it enough to throw a little cash my way, you could do that, most certainly. Just like they did on the pill.net side, on the pill.net platform. You can give me what's called gold pills, and that's what No Prisoners Podcast and the Stage Uncle Mike's did. Lindy Rigg earlier did. Flip City Mag did earlier as well. They threw some gold pills at my way, which is basically them throwing real money my way. And so, if you're on the pilled side, you can just hit the gold pills button and give me some money. Again, only if you're so inclined. If not, no big deal. I'm not going to guilt trip you. If you're on Rumble, you can give me what's called a Rumble rant. And how you do that is down by where you type in your live chat message on Rumble. Just click on the button with the dollar bill, or sorry, with the dollar sign on it. And when you click on that button with the dollar sign on it, it'll ask you how much you want to throw my way, $1 or $2 or 10 or whatever. And that's all there is to it. Very easy. Then last but not least, if you're on the YouTube side, you can give me what's called a super chat. And that is done by going down by where you type in your live chat and hitting on the button with the dollar bill sign. And again, same operational. Just ask you how much you want to donate to this guy right here. That's all there is to it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yes, got to do it. All right. So love that shit right there. You guys are awesome. But you know what? If you guys aren't so inclined, if you guys just don't, I know we're in the tough time of Kamalanomics and money is tight. Money is toit. So I if you guys can't, it's totally cool. And I'm just honored and touched that you guys would watch the show, even if you're just lurking. That's cool. Okay, but if you guys just join the show, that is awesome. I appreciate that right there. All right, and we've got Summer Quink in here. If I'm saying that right, if I mispronounce that right there. Of course, feel free to belly laugh your ass off and call me rude names. But I'm glad that you joined the show and you're in the live chat. So everybody say hi to Summer out there on YouTube there if you're in the live chat as well. So, all right, what should we do now, ladies and gents, boys and girls? We've got this whole Movies Merica playground to play around with. We got got the jungle gym, we got the swing set, we got the slides. What should we do? Oh, I know what we should do. This is what we're gonna do, everybody. Okay, all right. So now it's not gonna be anything gay. So Alien Romulus is what they consider, and I just learned this word myself. Okay, I've been out of the loop, but it's not called a sequel. It's not called a prequel. It's called an interquel. Okay. And what that means is there's other movies in the franchise that it's a part of, but it's a movie that kind of just fits in between a couple of them. So Alien Romulus, it takes place after the first Alien, but before Aliens. So it's an interquel. They're just kind of sticking it right in there. Okay. So it gets your mind out of the gutter, people. Okay. But I just wanted to run some interquel ideas, okay, by you, because I don't want Alien Romulus to be the only interquel. I want to maybe direct some interquel movies of my own. And so I just wanted to run some interquel ideas from some familiar movies that you guys know and love probably. And you guys can, in the live chat, give me, a yay or there's a dog shit, all right? You can do like a little Commodus from Gladiator. It could be the yay or nay. Cut that dude's head off. All right. So you can do that here with the interquel ideas. All right. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's get into this why don't we right here. So, all right, here's my interquel ideas. All right. And so my first interquel idea, after I take a little tug off the beer right here. So bear with me just a minute here. So, because I got some talking to do and I need to wet my whistle. Very good. That hit the spot. All right. So my first idea for an interquel is you have the Lethal Weapon movies, right? Okay. What, we got like 5 of them now or something like that. So my interquel is going to take place in between the first Lethal Weapon and the second Lethal Weapon. So between Lethal Weapon and Lethal Weapon 2. So my interquel is Lethal Weapon 1.5. I just wanted to tell you like my plot, my initial plot. I guess you could call this what they call a log line. You know, if you're making a movie, your elevator pitch when you're trying to sell your movie and all that stuff right there. So my log line, my plot here for this. For Lethal Weapon 1.5 is Riggs and Murtaugh go Christmas shopping for Murtaugh's family. When they get to the mall, one of the members of Shadow Company that got away in the first Lethal Weapon is holding the employees of the Auntie Anne's pretzel shop hostage. Riggs and Murtaugh have to swing into action, but not before Murtaugh gives us a "I'm getting too old for this shit." Murtaugh really loses his shit when Riggs comes out of Victoria's Secret and tells Murtaugh he was just in there buying some lingerie for Murtaugh's daughter. Coming this summer, Lethal Weapon 1.5. What do you guys think, huh? What do you guys think? Like, let me know in the live chat. What do you think? Is that a good idea for Interquel? I mean, do you think that'll get greenlit? I mean, we can't get Richard Donner to direct it. Richard Donner, the director of Lethal Weapon and most of Lethal Weapons. I think all of the Lethal Weapons, right? Yeah. He's no longer with us. He's passed on, so we're going to have to get somebody else, okay? Not Fede Alvarez, based on Alien Romulus. You don't get to direct this movie. You get to go to movie jail for a little bit. He won't go to movie jail because a lot of people like Alien Romulus for some goddamn reason. But yeah, let me know. Lethal Weapon 1.5, okay? I got all kinds of product placement in there. I mean, Auntie Anne's pretzels, Victoria's Secret. I mean, the finance, the money opportunities could be through the roof, all right? Infinity dollars, all right? So lucrative right there. This movie could finance itself right there. So that's Lethal Weapon 1.5. So let me know right there. Agent X6, I like how you're thinking right there. Agent X6 is do it. Yes, exactly. Right there. So yeah, Agent X6 is he's like, I like that saying, like, you know what, the whole saying, like, those who say it can't be done should get out of the way of the people that are doing it right there. There you go. Exactly, Agent X6. I like the way your cookie crumbles right there. I like the cut of your jib there, sir. Love it. All right, the next idea that I have, the next Interquel idea that I have is an Eddie Murphy franchise. Okay. No, not Dr. Doolittle or the Nutty Professor. No, this is Beverly Hills Cop. All right. And so my Interquel is going to take place between Beverly Hills Cop 3 and Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley or Axel F. Axel F, that's what it's called. The one that just came out on Netflix a month ago or whatever it was. Okay. So mine takes place between Beverly Hills Cop 3 and Beverly Hills Cop Axel F on Netflix, right? So my Interquel is Beverly Hills Cop 3.25. Okay, because we need to leave room for Beverly Hills Cop 3.5, Beverly Hills Cop 3.75, maybe Beverly Hills Cop 3.83. You know, just the possibilities are endless, right? So these are interquels. You can fit them in wherever you want. They're like the Legos of movies right here. Okay, so here's my idea for Beverly Hills Cop 3.25. Axel is assigned to an interagency task force between Detroit PD and the FBI. Their mission involves the governor of Michigan. Axel is told that some trailer trash has a plan to kidnap the governor, and they need him to go undercover to catch them. Axel infiltrates the trailer trash's favorite bar by smart-assing his way in by pretending to be a pool table repairman. As he befriends the trailer trash, they all get hammered out of their gourds, and he starts realizing the trailer trash kidnappers are all FBI agents. See? Totally original story. Would never happen in real life whatsoever. That's why it's a brilliant plot. I mean, can you imagine anything like that happening in real life? There's no way. So it's a totally original idea. Just came from this brain right here. I know this is a genius chamber up here, just full of great ideas right there. So Beverly Hills Cop 3.25. I think we could get it done there. Now, I probably is not going to get the blessing of the FBI, but fuck those guys, right? Okay. We don't. Federal Bureau of Intimidation is what I call them now. Okay. Let me know what you think of the plot there. Axel F has to go undercover. Okay. There's a plot to kidnap the governor of Michigan. Turns out the bad guys that are going to do it all end up being FBI agents and that kind of thing. So it's a kind of a sting setup kind of thing and that kind of thing. So just let me know what you guys think about that totally original idea, not stolen from anything else right there. Okay, so all right. And then our final interquel idea of the evening is based on a beloved Steven Spielberg film. This is the movie that introduced most people to Richard Dreyfuss, to Roy Scheider, and to a shark lovingly named Bruce. Okay. My interquel, the last interquel of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is one Jaws 1.75. Okay, so obviously it takes place between the first Jaws. The first Jaws is the inventor of the summer blockbuster. Okay, that's like the official first summer blockbuster of all time, right? And it takes place between that Jaws and Jaws 2. Okay, that came out a few years later. So we are working with Jaws 1.75 here. But let me double check. I want to make sure that I'm not missing any valuable input from my adoring fans here. And nope, I am not. Right there. Okay, I get it, people. I get it. You guys are just awed by my genius. Awed by me. You're just speechless. You're just to the floor, or you're half deep in a pint of Ben & Jerry's watching Kamala right now. So through teary eyes. Pansies. Anyway, all right. So Jaws 1.75. So my log line, my plot for this that I'm going to sell to the studios to get them to greenlight this is Jaws 1.75.
After Brody and Hooper swim to the island after Brody blew up the shark, they soon realize this island is no safe haven for them. Their concern begins when they think they hear disco music faintly playing in the distance. They walk through a forest and the music gets steadily louder. They suddenly stumble upon what looks like a party with a bunch of guys in a conga line going around a dance floor with disco music blaring. They can't help but notice there's 0 women there. Suddenly, they see the sign that reads Monkeypox Island.
What are you picking up what I'm putting down here? Come on. Could be a very, very good summer. Okay. Very good summer movie. Okay. Parents are going to be grabbing their kids. They're going to take their kids out of school in the middle of the day to go see Jaws 1.75. Okay. They're going to come out there. They're going to do this. Also, I could see maybe the CDC would sponsor it as well, because it's like monkeypox awareness. It's like a cautionary tale, right? Giving you awareness of monkeypox and all the myriad of different ways that you could get monkeypox. I mean, it's not like there's one really disgusting way you get monkeypox. No, I'm sure that you could probably get monkeypox from eating a bad Chiquita banana or something like that. I'm sure that's how you get it, right? So, yes. Yeah, Jaws 1.75 right there. Johnny Dangerously in the live chat on Pill. Are you feeling me, Johnny Dangerously? I mean, can I get your approval on Jaws 1.75 once? And Johnny Dangerously knows what that's all about right there. Exactly. But yeah, Jaws 1.75. Hey, studios, you better act fast. You better move fast, okay? Because this is going to be the hottest screenplay all around Hollywood, okay? People are going to be banging down my door. My phone is going to be going off the hook. I'm going to be getting text messages from Sony, Columbia, or Sony, 20th Century Studios, Warner Brothers, Paramount, A24. All these studios are going to want to get, they're going to want to be able to wet their beak. They're going to want to get their talons on Jaws. Well, I guess it's Jaws 1.75 right there. So, and yeah, there you go, Johnny Dangerously. You're getting a red pill for that there, my friend. You're getting a red pill for that. So there you go. Hey, it reminds me, if you're on red pill on pill.net, if you like a live chat, you hit the red pill, and that's like the Hey, I dig what you're saying. So do that. Okay. All right. So yeah, Jaws 1.75 right there. So I'm feeling the love from you guys tonight. All right. I'm feeling the sense of participation and that can-do, positive, we can get it done attitude. Yes, we can. We can get these interquels made right here. Gotta love it there. And right there. So we got I Am Indian. All right. Thank you very much. There we go. That's now we know that. And welcome to the show. And I apologize. I'm going to try to say your name, but if I get your name pronounced wrong, please don't take it as disrespect. I'm an ugly American. I can't say names correctly unless your name is Larry or Tim. Then I'm an ugly American. I can handle something. But let's go. Singa Revelin. I don't know. I'm probably dead wrong. Anyway, all right. We got Agent X6 here. Mohap knows all about monkeypox. Yeah, I know. Did you guys see Mohap? Was it last night Mohap was talking? Yeah, Mohap was right there. I saw that big bulge right there. And we got the Adam's apple right there. I spotted that Adam's apple right there. So, and then Mohap, of course, you got all these people like Michelle. Sorry, let me correct myself. I apologize for the discrepancy. Mohap. They say Mohap is prettier or more beautiful than by far the hottest first lady we've ever had, Melania Trump. Total smoke show. So hot. Want to touch the hiney? Oh. All right. Melania Trump. No contest. All objectivity. Totally the hottest. Biggest, hottest smoke show ever to be a first lady right there. And you get all these dumbasses that are saying Mohap is prettier, is more beautiful than Melania Trump. Mohap with her Adam's apple and her big hog and her snaggle teeth. Nah, I don't think so. So yeah, but Agent X6, your point stands very, very well right there. And yeah, we got Mabel 313, and yeah, salute to you and a thumbs up right there. Let me get that interquel right off the screen. There we go. Yep, good to see you, Mabel 313. Appreciate you joining right here. And yes, we got Otto. I gotta stop putting that on screen. I always forget. those cool animated GIFs. I don't know if those are GIFs, but don't show up on the screen too well. All right, so but feeling the love right there. And all right, so and Singa Revelin, if I'm saying the name right, you haven't flipped me off in the live chat, so man, I'm assuming maybe I got the name right correctly. I don't know. There we go. See, I need to get more culture in my life. I need people to show up there that test my intellect, my knowledge, that challenge me. Well, we all need to be challenged, right? I'm mentally challenged, that's for sure. All right, so let's move on here. What do we got? What do we got here on the docket? Oh, okay, yeah, this is the time of the show that I should probably let you know what movie I will be spoiler-free reviewing this Sunday afternoon, and then what movie I will be spoiling a week from tonight on Movies Merica Spoiler Warning. And that movie is the movie whose name shall not be named. Okay, this is going to be a controversial movie coming up this next week, y'all. All right. We got a lot of people that are none too happy about this movie coming out. All right, we got a lot of gnashing of teeth and wailing and fingernail biting and breaking of possessions, all about this movie coming out this weekend. And you may have guessed what movie I'm talking about here. And that movie would be one movie called The Crow. Yes, The Crow, the remake, the whatever is coming out this weekend. Okay, so or the updating, whatever you call it, of that for a modern audience. It's coming out this weekend. All right, and I do not have high hopes for this thing. I would be much more surprised if this thing is even 1 ounce of entertainment to it. I'm assuming it's going to be dog shit. And then if it's good, then I will be pleasantly surprised. Now, there's no way, there is nothing that is going to replace the Brandon Lee original, the legendary Brandon Lee Crow movie. I don't care how many Crow movies that come out. No movie is going to replace that movie right here. But if fortune smiles on us all and this Crow movie comes out and it's fucking great, it's fucking fantastic, it's fucking awesome, You know what the really bad problem is that we're going to have? A really bad problem we're going to have is we're going to have two good Crow movies. One legendarily great, the one with Brandon Lee, and then one that's a little less great, okay? What a terrible situation to be in. Oh, my God. World famine, premature death, and a great Crow movie. Well, those are all in line as big, big problems, right? So, yeah. So, but it may fit in line with what you got here. Well, you got Summer Queen right there. There we go. I like that. I like that, adding the graphics, the cool imagery to here. And Agent 6, stunning and brave Crow of diversity, or diversity, diversity there. But yeah, he corrects it right there. There you go, Agent 6. Good job right there, correcting right there. But that's what I'm expecting. I'm going in there. I would not be surprised if it's The Crow for a modern audience. Yes, more sensitive, more welcoming, more tolerant of the community, the LGBTFU community, the more welcoming for the modern audience. All right, so we're going to tone down the violence and all that stuff. So that's what I'm assuming it's going to be. Now, it may not be. If it's not, that's going to be a welcome surprise, but that's not what I'm not what I'm expecting. So anyway, so that is going to be the movie for next week, The Crow, right there. And hey, we got the Gray Man over on the Pilled side with that badass GIF of his, a badass sticker right there with that totally cool ass dude with the folding chair. Love it, the Gray Man. Appreciate you joining here and giving us some of your time here. Movies Merica, spoiler warning. We appreciate that. So, and I'm giving you a red pill. There we go. And Johnny Dangerously, you're getting some red pills over there. Yeah, there you go. So participation has its rewards. That is for sure. All right, let's do this here real quick. And I'm going to do this. I usually don't do this right here, but you guys are doing such a great job, all right, by making me happy and showing me so much love here. I'm going to release the scratching, okay, in pilled.net. And what that means to the uninitiated is, so if you're in the live chat on the Pilled side, you can give gold pills, you can receive gold pills. And again, like I said, gold pills equate to moolah, to money, okay? Taco Bell spending money, all right? It might be an easier way to explain that. And so I'm going to do what we call releasing the scratching, which means that I'm going to rain gold pills down like manna from heaven on anybody that's in the live chat on Pilled, okay? Because you guys have been so fucking awesome to me here tonight, being in the live chat, not just lurking, okay? Because lurking is jerking, okay? Unless that's all you can do if you're driving or you're juggling chainsaws. And while I swipe a bug off my leg, there we go. I need to get that bug off my leg because I always assume it's a hornet or something. But I digest. So, so on the gold pill side, I am going to release the scratching and rain down gold pills on everybody over there because you guys deserve it. So I am going to release the scratching in 3, 2, 1. There we go. The scratching has been released. I have been released, and I'm going to rain gold pills on you. Ah! There we go. That's what a kraken looks like, or a scratching. Sorry. Love it. All right, so that has been done right there. And let's do this here. I'm going to turn you guys on to some locations, okay, some websites you should definitely go to here for your health, for your own health, young man. Okay, no, you want to go to these websites because they're going to make your life so much easier, okay, if you haven't gone to them already, okay. So the first one is solo.to/moviesmerica. And the reason we'd want to go there and save it as a favorite is that's got all the links that have to do anything with Movies Merica, basically yours truly. It's got the links to my X page, to Rumble, my Rumble page, Critic List page, Letterboxd page. You have it. All right, so there you go. It's all right there. Okay, so on solo.to/moviesmerica. That way, we've got everything all there in one location. You don't have to hunt and peck all over the internet for everything Movies Merica related. The next one is one of those websites you can go to if you want to. You don't have to. The reason I don't sound so enthusiastic about it is because moviesmerica.com, that is where the audio-only versions of my spoiler-free reviews that I do every Sunday afternoon is at, okay? But why would you want to check out the audio-only versions, right? When you can check out, me here on the screen while I go over my spoiler-free reviews. And quite honestly, the audio-only versions of my spoiler-free reviews, they don't get released very fast. Okay, the procrastination bug hits me right after I finish up the show on Sunday afternoon, and a little voice in my head goes, you know what? You should probably post this audio-only version of this episode right now. And I always say, fuck that. I got other shit to do. And then I go and do something else. And then like on Wednesday, I get them released, where the video versions of them, you can see those right away. Matter of fact, you can see it live on Sunday afternoon, and then you can see it, the recording of it right after the live show is over with. So that's moviesmerica.com. Or I've got podcast versions of my spoiler-free reviews on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere you can get podcasts. You'll find Movies Merica there. So, and if you happen to check the audio-only versions out at Google Podcasts or Apple Podcasts, feel free to give it a 5-star rating if you would. Okay, I would definitely appreciate it. That'd be fantabulous there. All right. All right, and next is me telling you that I am out there on the social networks. I'm on X and Instagram and Gab. I'm also on Facebook and Pilled and Rumble, all under @Movies Merica. Okay, I'm also on YouTube as well, but it's a little harder to find me on YouTube there. You have to look up Till Death Podcast Network, and then I'm in there underneath that. That's another great reason why you should save that solo.to right here. Save solo.to/Movies Merica as a favorite in your browser, and then just go there. And now that's an easy way to get to all these social media locations that bear my name right there. So check it out. And also, just to let you know, if you follow me on any of those platforms, by all means, DM me in X, and then let me know that you did follow me, and I will follow you back, okay? But I don't know to follow you back if you don't let me know, okay? So follow me on those platforms, okay, if you would be so kind, and then let me know, and I will follow you back, okay? You scratch my back, I'm going to scratch your back, and I mean that in the most platonic way possible, okay? There we go. And tdpn.locals.com, not going to go into that too much. I talked about that in length or at length earlier. That's our Till Death Podcast Network website there, so you can check that out. The next one is, so what do you think of when you think of great empires in history, like the Roman Empire, Alexander the Great, the Ming Dynasty, the Ottoman Empire? What do they all have in common? What do all those empires have in common? Merch stores. And so a great empire like the Till Death Podcast Network is going to have a merch store just like the Ottoman Empire had as well. And so you can go down to the merch store link in the description, okay, and grab yourself some Movies Merica phone, like a Movies Merica phone case or a Movies Merica t-shirts, Movies Merica shot glass, all right? Whatever your mind can think of, there's probably a Movies Merica logo on that thing, okay? So, probably not a Movies Merica carburetor. Probably not going to have any of those. If you live in California and your catalytic converter got stolen, probably not going to be a Movies Merica catalytic converter for you to buy there in the merch store. But pretty much everything else you can think of, you can get a Movies Merica version of it down there via the merch store link in the description. Okay, and before you know it, Christmas is going to be right around the corner. Christmas, Kwanzaa, Festivus, all right, all that stuff is going to be coming around the corner, and you need to buy some gifts. So nothing says I love you like Movies Merica merch. Movies Merica merch. There we go. All right. So, hey, Johnny Dangerously, thanks for joining us. Good night to you as well, and glad you got some gold pills. As the Gray Man got some gold pills, Agent X6 got some gold pills, And Agent 6 is still, Agent 6 apparently still has a drinking problem. He's clinking more beer mugs together there. So, and you got a drinking problem, and I dig that about you. I love it. Love it. All right, the next one is at Till Death Network, solo.to/Till Death Pod Network. And that mouthful is where you would go to check out all the links that have to do with the Till Death Podcast Network. Okay, so probably I would venture a guess you're going to see some Movies Merica links out there because I am part of the Till Death Podcast Network. So yeah, get to that address and then save it as a favorite because, God, I would hate to have to type that into your address bar every time. No, thank you. All right, the next one is solo.to/Till Death Studios. And the reason you would want to go there is if you are in the content creation game, like yours truly right here, you have a show on YouTube or Rumble or something like that, and you want to spruce it up with something sweet, something snazzy, okay? Kind of like the intros that you saw earlier in the show, or the cool background that you see here, like the Movies Merica background you see there, the overlay up at the very top. Well, if you go to solo.to/Till Death Studios, my man Ian can hook you up with all that cool flair like you're on Office Space, right? And he's got the skills that pay the bills, and you can make those skills that pay the bills work out for you and your content. But you've got to take the first step, all right? You got to take that initiative. So take that one brave first step and go to solo.to/Till Death Studios. All right, moving on to solo.to/I'm Sean Cav. That's where you'll go if you want to check out all the links that have to do with my compadre Sean, who is also a Titan on the Till Death Podcast Network. And you go there and save that as a favorite if you're into what Sean is putting out there. And I'm sure he's got a link to his fantastic show called Sippin' with Sean. They can check out, I think it's every other Friday, or it might be every other Friday afternoon, or maybe it might be every Friday afternoon now. There, you can find the links to that. He's got links, I'm sure, to, he gives out some great life advice. So he's got like life advice ebooks and articles and all that stuff. Really cool. He's a fantastic bass guitar player. So you can see his music links out there. So check that out at that location. All right. And then we got solo.to/The Whiskey Capitalist. And that's where you can find all the links that have to do with that wild and wacky, crazy show called the Whiskey Capitalist Podcast. And I'm sure you guys check out every Monday and Wednesday nights and every other Tuesday there. And so this is another website you should save as a favorite so that every single time you want to check out that show, you know right where to go, solo.to/The Whiskey Capitalist, and click on the link for that day's episode to check out their show live, okay? Because you can live chat on their show just like you can live chat on this show right here. So check that out. And then last, but certainly not least, is solo.to/The Till Death Podcast. Now, that's the one-stop shop that has to do with basically one-stop shop for all the links that has to do with the show that started it all on the Till Death Podcast Network, the flagship show called the Till Death Podcast. And that's a show with Ian and his lovely bride, Jen, that they do every other Saturday afternoon. And their show is about them going over like the hot button issues of the day, the hot button topics of the day, and funnies, news headlines, that kind of thing. And given their hilarious and insightful and introspective take on all the headlines of the day and all the funny videos that they go over and that kind of thing, that's all marinated in their marital mirth, okay? Because they bust each other's balls like husbands and wives do and that kind of thing. And you get to see it every other Saturday afternoon on the Till Death Podcast. And an easy way to get access to that show or even the past shows, the past episodes they've done, is solo.to/Till Death Podcast. So check that out, everybody, right there. And hey, HX6 is setting me straight. I have been drinking, but it isn't a problem. There you go. When you're right, you're right. And hey, we got Channel 2. Let me get it right. Channel 2 Action News with your anchor person, Van Ebert. And now, here's Van Ebert with the Channel 2 Action News. And we have Channel 2 Action News joining me Well. Good to see you there, Channel 2 Action News. Appreciate you checking out the show right there. And you never have to apologize for on this show right there. So he's sorry he's late right there. Mate, no problem whatsoever. You're good to go. You can check out the rest of the show. Check out the recording of the rest of the show there later on at your pleasure, at your leisure there. All right, we're getting ready to wrap up this motherfucker. What do you say, guys? I mean, we got things to do. I'm sure what you guys have been really waiting to do is check out Kamala's DNC speech tonight. I know. You're only American. She's America's sweetheart. She's a national treasure. I know. At least that's what we've been led to believe, right? She's filling the country with joy and good vibes. Oh, we love Kamala. Oh, we love you so much. So I know you guys want to go and check that out right there. And Channel 2 Action News right there. Yes. Yeah, he and I, we both love our Deadwood. The classic TV show from H-Bud. H-Bud? I don't never heard of the channel H-Bud. HBO. There we go. A little Al Swearingen mentioned here on the show right there. Deadwood, great show right there. Timothy Oliphant, great actor in there. Keith Carradine plays a good Wild Bill in Deadwood, so fantastic show right there. But glad you could, better late than never there, Channel 2 Action News. It's all good in the hood right here. And all right, just before I wrap this thing up here, again, please like this episode right here. Just smash that like button right on down there if you would. And then in whatever platform you're checking the show out in, Rumble, Pilled, YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe or follow button there if you would, if you haven't already. Okay. Or if you know anybody that you even remotely suspects would like this show, because I got a shitload of episodes of Movies Merica, to be honest with you, my friends. All right, a shitload, a metric ton of episodes. Okay, I've been doing this motherfucker for like over 2 years now. So if you go to Movies Merica, like on Rumble and Pilled and YouTube, all kinds of past episodes of movie reviews and that kind of thing. And I guarantee in there's going to be a movie that trips your trigger, and you're going to want to see my review for it right there and whatnot. And I might be warning you against seeing it. Okay, you may not have seen the movie, and you'll be like, thank God I watched that spoiler-free review from Movies Merica, and I saved my $3 or my $5 or whatever. Okay, so check that out. So if you know of anybody that you even remotely suspect would want to check out those episodes, just send them the Rumble link or the YouTube link or the Pilled link or whatever. Okay. And check that out and have them subscribe or follow my way. And again, like I said before, if you subscribe or follow me on any platform, don't hesitate to DM me, to direct message me in X and let me know, and I will follow you back. All right. You can put that in the bank right there. Okay. So, all right, let's wrap up this bad boy right here. Okay. Because I know we've got Kamala to watch, everybody. Come on. I know. So with that, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya.
Don't leave yet. Hey, you know what? The night is still so young. You didn't get that babysitter for nothing. Come on. It's like only like whatever o'clock, okay? Stay here. And hey, while you're here, subscribe to this channel and like the video if you would, all right? It'd be great, okay? Absolutely. So, and if you do, drinks are on me, all right? Hey, you know what? And while I'm in the asking mood, feel free to watch these videos over here and like them, all right? So, okay, let's do it. Yeah, party time. See ya.